I would love to also just produce a show with Bear Grylls called Man vs. Alien Planets, where he survives in different extreme alien hostile conditions.
Yes, that'd be fantastic. Well, I'm Matt.
And I'm Carter.
And welcome to It's Kind of a Gray Area.
Yep, welcome back, guys.
Yet another episode with us and you.
You couldn't do it without us, and we couldn't do it without you, so...
That's true.
Let's keep it this way. This is working out well for us.
This is a very good relationship that we have.
I think we can all agree that, I feel happy. You guys seem happy if you're watching this again. Maybe you sent this to someone because you hate them, and then they're watching this.
Yeah, which we highly suggest.
Yeah, this is a great show to show to your enemies.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Especially if you hate it.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you subscribe if you hate it so you can send to all your enemies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, the shade for today.
Yes.
Should reality TV exist? Have you watched much reality TV?
I've seen some.
What's, like, the reality TV show that you've seen the most?
I have seen, like, not recently, but, like, Survivor? Survivor Man? Not Survivor Man.
I don't know which one you saw.
Which one was it? Bear Grylls.
Man vs. Wild?
Man vs. Wild. Yeah, and then like the kind of the side one was like Survivor Man or something like that. And then there's a show Survivor, and then like I don't know Survivor 2.0, and then a bunch of other ones.
So hard to keep track of all these survivors.
Survival Moon Edition.
Right. I would watch that.
I would totally watch that.
I would very much watch that.
100%. 100%. If any executives are listening, we would like to be a part of the show Survivor Moon Edition. And you don't even have to pay us. I would just like to be on it.
Or I would love to also just produce a show with Bear Grylls called Man vs. Alien Planets, where he survives in different extreme alien hostile conditions.
Yes, that'd be fantastic. But I've seen a lot of those type of shows of Man vs. Wild. I loved.
Right.
Who didn't love that?
Oh, it's so great.
Will Ferrell was on it.
I know.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was really cool. But like that, and then like Destination Truth.
I don't watch a ton of reality TV, but I've definitely watched reality TV in the past. It's that old show, What Not to Wear, where they would like go to people's houses and like look through their wardrobe and then usually get rid of all of it and then go replace it with like actually good clothes. So that was a reality show.
I like my clothes. I'd be pissed if someone did that.
Yeah, and it's entertaining to see, like, you get, like, the fashion advice from it, and it's entertaining to see, like, these interactions. And they always pick these people who are, like, wearing wolf t-shirts to, like, banquet halls or just, like, they don't know how to dress appropriately for what it...
all right, for certain situations.
Right. But ultimately, you're still, like, you're getting your enjoyment out of watching this other person and thinking about how much better than them you are.
Yeah.
Because you see that and you're like, I don't dress that badly. I know what I'm doing. And I think, like, a lot of reality TV is based around that, of just kind of looking at people, seeing what they've got going on so that you feel better about your life. Mm-hmm. That's why this feels like a shade to me. You could say it's just frivolous entertainment, so why really take a hard stance on it?
Yeah.
But
why not?
I mean, you see like child actors like that can like destroy their life, that amount of like fame and attention.
That's true.
And I gotta imagine it's the same for reality TV stars. I mean, constant scrutiny. People love when you mess up. They are praying for you to mess up. And then they want to pick you apart the second that you do. That's gotta wear you down mentally. But outside of like these everyday reality shows people are very familiar with, such as Jersey Shore. The other one that popped in my head isn't even on air anymore, but John and Kate +8. I don't know if you ever... There was like a huge controversy with that whole
16
family.
16 and Pregnant?
Yeah, those are just the shows that have stayed on air. There are plenty of reality shows that do not make it past a few episodes because the concepts are so bad. Really just bad idea for a show. Moment of Truth. This ran from 08 to 09 on Fox.
Moment of Truth.
Moment of Truth. They would bring these people out on stage, put them on a lie detector test, and then ask them deeply personal questions. Not just like, have you ever cut in line? Or like, did you steal the last donut? They would bring them on stage, put them in a lie detector test, and ask them things like, do you hate one of your children? Have you cheated on your husband? Just really like over the top, too detailed. One lady got asked if she cheated on her husband. She failed the lie detector test when she said that she hadn't. So she failed the lie detector test, which meant that she lost her prize money And then because of the lie detector test, she lost her husband.
Oh,
so she went on this show hoping to make money and walked away with less than what she came there with.
I don't feel bad for her because that's her fault.
Yeah, you don't have a deep, dark, personal secret, and then someone approaches you like, hey, can I ask you deeply personal questions while you wear a lie detector test?
Okay, so for this shade, what are we focusing on then as the question? Is it just reality in general? Because like the Survivor shows, I really enjoyed. I learned a few things from. I think as long as it's true, or else I'm going to end up dying because of them. Or are we going to focus more on the horrors of it?
Yeah, I mean, that's the question. Because right there, like you said, that's a reality show that you learn something from. But then also consider, like, maybe there's a psychological factor there of you see this very accomplished, capable man surviving in nature, and you start to think to yourself, oh, that doesn't look so hard. And then you go out and try to do what he does, or think to yourself, like, oh, I don't need to bring a lighter. I saw how to make a fire using 2 stones and some water.
It's like, you gotta have the right stones.
Right. You gotta have the stones.
You gotta have the stones to make your own fire.
Right. I think the question comes down to, is this a valuable form of entertainment to the point that it kind of overshadows the nasty side of it? Are there enough good reality TV shows? Is there enough of that out there to justify the existence of this genre?
I would say that there is not.
I kind of feel that way too.
I feel like if there were reality shows that were about decency, they wouldn't even pass the pitch part.
Right.
It's like you have to have something where it's like, all right, this guy's going to sleep with 9 different women every night for 2 months.
Right.
And we're going to film it. It's like all of a sudden this nationwide big thing.
Oh, the other show I wanted to mention too, Naked and Afraid. I mentioned this on a different episode. Yeah, it's the perfect combination of survival and nudity.
Yes.
Naked and Afraid, it's a very enjoyable show, but for all the reasons that I just explained why reality TV can be bad.
Yeah.
And I was watching the show, and it occurred to me, basically they get dropped off somewhere and they have to survive like a set number of days. I think it's usually like 2 weeks. That's all they have to do.
It's a fair amount of time.
Yeah, there's no like get to like the pickup point or anything. Like you just go to the location and just survive. You can move around if you want, stay in the same spot, up to you. All you have to do is live. So the downside to this show is you're watching it, these people are in a survival situation, so when they come across an animal and kill it for food, you think like, oh, okay, yeah, well, they needed to get food. They were starving. But then when you stop and think, they wouldn't be out here starving if it weren't for this show.
That's true.
They wouldn't be going through nature, cutting down trees, building shelters, starting fires, killing wildlife, all things that can have a pretty bad impact on an environment that isn't usually visited by people. So
and they don't need it.
Right. It's just for the sake of entertainment. And it's entertaining. Is that worth like the harm that it causes, basically? And that's a show that I actually enjoy watching. So I mean that's
Naked and Afraid?
Yeah, it is.
I assume they blur the people.
Oh yeah, everything's blurred.
Okay. So you just see 2
Not to disappoint you.
Oh.
No, I'm not even going to look it up.
The amount of crap that is on reality TV does not balance out the educational stuff. I would love to take that it is not okay. Because I am so strongly opinionated about it is not being okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I watch Naked and Afraid, and I enjoy watching that. Yeah. So as much as I'm talking about how bad this is, I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. Mm-hmm. By a little bit, I mean that is the definition of a hypocrite.
Well, I think most people are, because a lot of people are like, oh, Jersey Shore is like, oh, it's so trashy, it's horrible. It's the best, you have to watch it.
Right.
It's like, that's...
I mean, who doesn't love a train wreck?
I would
probably train passengers.
Well, I mean, that's what half of NASCAR fans just wait for a crash.
I know. See, I was thinking about that too. When I was a little kid, before you really think about like what death means, like I would watch or see someone watching NASCAR. I did not seek out NASCAR as a kid. But I would watch it, and it's just people going around in a circle, and it was so boring to me that I would just sit there and be like, I just want one of them to crash into someone. And then when you're older, like that's a horrible thing to wish onto someone.
Well, think about it. If you get a kid like a school bus and like a race car, he's just like...
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and vote.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll take that it should not exist. Reality TV, it should just be wiped from TV.
And I will take the position that some of the shows are worth it, so let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater, unless that is the premise for another reality show, in which case let's all watch that, because we've already said that it's okay to watch them.
Get a strainer. Why do you have to throw out both?
Frick.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right.
So the universe says reality TV should be stricken from TV.
Yes.
That won't happen.
Right.
I'm sure of it. nations would crumble.
How crazy would it be if it did, though? You just, like, wake up tomorrow. Yeah, just wake up tomorrow, like, open up the news, and, like, a little-known YouTube channel ends reality TV show permanently for all networks.
Universe speaks for world.
Right.
What have we done? Well, would you rather?
It's that time.
Yes, it is.
If you want to do the old jingle, you can do it.
Would you rather? Would you rather?
Now that that's out of the way.
Yep, let's do would you rather.
Yes.
All right, so I have the would you rather for today.
Yes, you do.
All right, so, why don't you guys play too? So, would you guys rather always have a fantastic meal, like anytime you ate, but you'd always throw up afterwards? Or never throw up, okay? And always have, like, mediocre meals?
I can eat some mediocre food versus having to vomit after
But always.
a meal.
It's like, would you love cake and, I don't know, like burgers and all this stuff? Or you'd just be like, wheat bread with a piece of cheese. Like, that's what you have to eat instead of, like, almost everything else that you enjoy.
Honestly, it'd probably be better for me health-wise to just eat bread and cheese versus other junk
Burgers
food.
and cake? Really?
Yeah. I think I would just take the mediocre food in that case.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
not bothered by throwing up. I'm very used to throwing up.
Oh, I have a huge phobia of throwing up.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I know this about you. Yeah, because you used to have your own tactic for preventing throwing up.
Yes, and as a kid, this made a lot of sense. So I did the math. I was like, all right, so when I throw up, things come up. Okay.
Did you, though?
I did. I did the math.
What equation did you sit down with and pull out your little kid calculator?
It didn't add up in my head as it did in reality. I can't throw up if things are going down my throat. So I would constantly, when I felt like throwing up, I would just drink water.
That's so...
And so eventually, after about 5 minutes of drinking water, I realized this is not a solid tactic, because then I would throw up all of the water and then the rest of what I needed to throw up. And that's how I learned. But I would actually take the delicious food with throwing up afterwards.
That's so surprising.
I know it is.
Because I'm not even bothered by throwing up, but I would still pick the mediocre food.
I love food. I love food so much. I couldn't give up like chicken sandwiches and burgers, and I love just the cereal I eat. I love cereal.
Yeah, cereal's good. I would say cereal's kind of mediocre. Maybe I could make it through. Like
What cereal?
Like Cheerios, not the honey nut kind.
Yes, plain Cheerios. Well, yeah, they can make it through.
I can live with that.
All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this up.
So, quick recap before the end of the show.
Yep.
Universe says that reality TV shouldn't exist. Doubt that that's going to happen overnight. Maybe.
But
we'll see.
We'll see. You never know.
There's hope.
Yep.
And you would like to throw up after every meal that you have.
After every amazing meal.
Right. After every amazing meal, you would like to throw up. And I'm fine eating plain Cheerios.
Huh. That's super interesting. Well, remember to comment, like, and subscribe.
Wear a GoPro 24/7 to start your own reality show.
Ring the notification bell.
Never look directly at the camera.
And lock your doors at night. I sleepwalk. And as always,
IKAGA. Yup.